Hello, miladies of inestimable value. Have you ever wondered why some of the most remarkable, independent women you know seem to walk through life alone? As the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages." This notion resonates deeply with Sigma females, women who embody independence and strength, yet often find themselves without a traditional social circle. Their solitude isn't born from a lack of desire for connection, but from the unique challenges they face in a world that often misunderstands them. Today, we delve into the reasons why Sigma females, despite their impressive qualities, frequently find themselves navigating life solo. Number 1 on our list: cautious of people who get too close, too quick. Sigma females are like highly sophisticated radar systems. When someone tries to get too close too quickly, the alarms go off. This isn't just a casual, "Oh, maybe they're friendly." No, it's more like, what do they want? Are they a spy? Are they trying to sell me something? They have an uncanny ability to sense ulterior motives, which makes them hyper-cautious. Imagine someone eagerly trying to befriend them, showering them with attention and invitations. While most people might think, how nice, they want to be friends, a Sigma female thinks, why the sudden interest? Are they trying to recruit me into a cult? Their skepticism is like a well-tuned defensive mechanism. They've probably seen too many people come with hidden agendas, so now they prefer to keep their distance until someone proves they're genuinely trustworthy. This wariness means they often keep potential friends at a safe distance. It's not that they don't want friends, they just don't want the wrong kind of friends. They don't want to deal with someone who's clingy or has a hidden agenda. So they vet people thoroughly, sometimes too thoroughly, which can scare off even the genuinely well-intentioned. Their cautious nature is like having an invisible moat filled with crocodiles around them. People can try to cross, but it's going to take a lot of effort and time to prove they're worth it. In the meantime, the Sigma female is probably enjoying a good book or planning world domination solo, of course. At number 2, even your own family may not have your best interest at heart. Sigma females have this brutal honesty about family. Just because someone shares your DNA doesn't mean they're always in your corner. They've likely learned the hard way that some family members can be more like frenemies. Aunt Karen might say she's just looking out for you, but she's also the first to judge your life choices at Thanksgiving dinner. These women are acutely aware of the complexities in family dynamics. They know that some relatives might offer support with a side of guilt-tripping or unsolicited advice. Uncle Bob's helpful career tips feel more like him trying to live vicariously through you rather than genuinely caring about your aspirations. The Sigma female's radar is finely tuned to these nuances. They've mastered the art of reading between the lines when a family member says, "I just want what's best for you." Often it translates to, "I want what's best for you, as long as it aligns with what I think is right." This awareness makes them cautious about leaning on family for support, preferring to handle things solo rather than dealing with conditional love or passive-aggressive comments. They're also no strangers to the fact that sometimes family drama is the worst drama. Who needs soap operas when you have family gatherings, right? Sigma females prefer to sidestep these potential landmines by maintaining a polite but firm distance. It's not that they don't love their family. They just don't want to get caught up in the mess. They'd rather spend their time in their fortress of solitude than navigating the minefield of family politics. Number 3, they avoid drama at all costs. Sigma females treat drama like it's a contagious disease. They avoid it at all costs. If drama were a person, it would be that loud, obnoxious guest no one invited to the party. The Sigma female would be the one quietly slipping out the back door as soon as drama walks in, cocktail in hand. She knows that engaging in drama is a waste of energy that could be better spent on literally anything else, like perfecting a new skill or binge-watching her favorite show in peace. They've seen how drama can turn the simplest situations into a chaotic circus. You know the type. Someone's minor misunderstanding turns into a full-blown soap opera with alliances, betrayals, and over-the-top emotions. Sigma females are having none of that. Their motto might as well be, Save the drama for your mama because they aren't interested. They've also noticed that drama often follows people who thrive on it, like moths to a flame. These drama magnets seem to carry a cloud of chaos wherever they go. Sigma females give these people a wide berth. They're the ones who can see the storm coming a mile away and decide to take a different route, even if it means walking a few extra blocks. It's not that they don't care about people or their problems. They just prefer a more straightforward, no-nonsense approach to life. They're the kind who would rather address issues directly and calmly than get sucked into a vortex of pettiness and conflict. When faced with potential drama, they quickly calculate the most efficient way to sidestep it, like a ninja avoiding a booby trap. This drama avoidance strategy keeps their lives relatively peaceful and stress-free, which is exactly how they like it. If you're enjoying our insights into Sigma females, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share the video with others who might resonate with our content. Your support keeps our discussions going strong. Thank you for being part of our community. At number 4, they don't need friends. Sigma females don't need friends in the conventional sense, and this is something that baffles most people. While others are out there gathering friendships like Pokemon cards, Sigma females are perfectly content flying solo. Their independence is on another level, and they actually enjoy their own company. Picture someone who can spend an entire weekend alone, genuinely having the time of their life, no friends required. They're the type who would rather spend a quiet evening reading a book or pursuing a hobby than attending a crowded social event. It's not that they're antisocial, they just have a different set of priorities. They get their energy from within, rather than from social interactions. Friends, nice to have, but not necessary. This self-sufficiency can be bewildering to others, who often equate friendship with happiness. But for Sigma females, happiness comes from personal achievements and inner peace. They don't feel the need to surround themselves with people to feel validated or complete. In fact, the thought of obligatory socializing might make them roll their eyes. It's not that they don't appreciate good company, they just don't rely on it to feel fulfilled. People often mistake this independence for loneliness, but Sigma females see it as freedom. They're free from the drama and demands that come with maintaining multiple friendships. They don't have to worry about social obligations or keeping up with the latest gossip. They march to the beat of their own drum, and if that means marching alone, so be it. They wouldn't have it any other way. Number 5. Their private nature is intimidating. Sigma females and privacy go together like peanut butter and jelly, but to everyone else, their private nature is like a do not disturb sign that never gets flipped. They've got a knack for keeping their lives under wraps, which can be seriously intimidating to others. Imagine trying to get to know someone who keeps their cards so close to their chest. It feels like they're playing poker with an invisible deck. People find it hard to connect with Sigma females because they give away so little about themselves. It's not just about being reserved, it's a full-on secrecy game. They're like those mysterious characters in movies who always have a shadowy backstory and a tendency to vanish right when you think you're getting close. For the average person, trying to get to know a Sigma female can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube in the dark. Their private nature can make others feel like they're intruding just by asking basic questions. So, what do you do for fun? Might be met with a vague smile and an answer that reveals absolutely nothing. It's not that they're unfriendly, they're just masters of deflection. This level of privacy can be off-putting because most people expect a certain level of openness to build a connection. To top it off, their reserved demeanor often gets misinterpreted as aloofness or arrogance. People might think they're too good for everyone else, when in reality, they just value their inner world a lot more than small talk. It's like they have an exclusive VIP club in their mind, and entry is by invitation only. This can be intimidating because it makes others feel like they'll never be part of the inner circle, leading them to back off before they even get close. Number 6 on our list. They aren't desperate for company. Sigma females aren't desperate for company, which can be downright confusing to people who live for social interactions. While others are out there swiping through dating apps or organizing brunch meetups, Sigma females are just fine doing their own thing. They're like cats in a world full of dogs. They're perfectly happy with a good nap and some alone time, rather than chasing after the next social event. Their nonchalance about company can be misunderstood as indifference or snobbery. The truth is, they simply don't need other people to validate their existence. They're not out there trying to fill some social quota or combat loneliness. They have their own interests and passions that keep them engaged and satisfied. Spending a Friday night working on a personal project or binge-watching their favorite series sounds way more appealing than making small talk at a party. This attitude makes them incredibly selective about the company they do keep. They're not going to hang out with just anyone for the sake of it. If they're spending time with you, it's because they genuinely enjoy your presence, and not because they're bored or need a distraction. Their social circle might be small, but it's made up of quality connections. To the Sigma female, the idea of being desperate for company is almost laughable. They'd rather have meaningful solitude than forced companionship. They see no point in wasting time with people who don't add value to their lives. If that means they spend more time alone, they're perfectly okay with it. In their eyes, desperation for company is just a sign that you haven't learned how to enjoy your own. At number 7, fundamental loneliness. Despite their strong, independent exterior, Sigma females often deal with a deep, fundamental loneliness. It's not the kind of loneliness that comes from being physically alone, but rather a feeling of being different and misunderstood. They're like rare books in a sea of paperbacks, unique and valuable, but not easily understood or appreciated by the masses. This loneliness is rooted in their distinctive way of thinking and experiencing the world. They often find that their thoughts and interests are miles apart from those of the people around them. While others are chatting about the latest reality TV drama, they might be pondering the mysteries of the universe or developing a new skill. This intellectual and emotional gap makes it hard for them to find people who truly get them. Even when they're surrounded by people, Sigma females can feel isolated. It's not that they can't participate in regular conversations. They just find them unfulfilling. The small talk and superficial connections that most people thrive on leave them feeling more alone than ever. They crave depth and authenticity in their interactions, which are not always easy to come by. Their loneliness is also a result of their high standards for relationships. They would rather be alone than settle for less than genuine connections. This means that while they might have fewer friends, the ones they do have are deeply meaningful. However, these rare connections can be hard to find, adding to their sense of isolation. To cope, Sigma females often turn inward, finding solace in their own company and pursuits. They've mastered the art of self-reliance and are experts at keeping themselves entertained and fulfilled. But even with all this self-sufficiency, the feeling of being fundamentally different lingers. It's a paradox. They're comfortable being alone, yet they yearn for a connection that transcends the superficial. Number 8. Most people cannot relate to Sigma females' level of intellect. Sigma females often operate on a different intellectual wavelength than most people, which can make finding relatable company a challenge. Their level of intellect and curiosity about the world sets them apart, and not everyone can keep up. They're the kind of people who can get lost in a deep discussion about quantum physics, only to realize everyone else at the party is more interested in debating the merits of reality TV. It's not that they're intentionally elitist or snobby. They just naturally gravitate toward topics and conversations that stimulate their minds. This can make everyday small talk feel like a tedious chore. Imagine trying to discuss the latest celebrity gossip with someone who'd rather analyze the societal implications of artificial intelligence. It's a bit like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. This intellectual disparity means that Sigma females often feel disconnected from those around them. When they do find someone who can match their level of conversation, it's like striking gold. But those instances are rare, and they spend a lot of time sifting through the sand to find those nuggets of connection. In the meantime, they might seem distant or aloof simply because they're not interested in dumbing down their thoughts to fit in. Their brain power also means they can see through superficiality and pretension, like a laser cutting through butter. They have little patience for fake personas or shallow interactions, which further narrows their pool of potential friends. Most people just can't handle that level of raw, unfiltered intellect on a regular basis, and that's okay with them. They'd rather be alone with their thoughts than surrounded by people who don't get them. So, while their intellect is a source of great strength, it also sets them apart in a way that makes finding kindred spirits a rare and treasured experience. Until then, they're content with their own company, deep thoughts, and the occasional eye roll at the latest pop culture craze. In conclusion, Sigma females stand as a testament to independence, intellect, and a unique approach to life that sets them apart. Despite the challenges they face in forming conventional social connections, their strength lies in their ability to thrive on their own terms. As we've explored their journey, it's clear that their solitude is not a weakness but a deliberate choice to prioritize authenticity and personal growth. Whether you're a Sigma female navigating your path or someone intrigued by their fascinating perspective, remember to embrace your individuality and cherish the connections that resonate with your true self. Together, let's celebrate the resilience and power of Sigma females in shaping a world where uniqueness is valued and understood. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, damsels. See you in the next video. Stay safe, bye for now, and God bless.